It's like, where would you like me to start with this topic? Yes, we're back to She Ain't Again. And this one is about a particular friend that's not really a friend that has honestly woven their way. Well, in reality, we've been known about this but y'all are just now seeing it for what it is. We're talking about Karens. No theme music today, I just want to get into this rant. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button. No, smash it. Subscribe to the channel. If you're not a part of the Rant Pack family already, please join us here with our good old family. And share this video. Share it with your friends, your kins, your family members, or whoever else that you know, and let them know about the Matty Rants, that is me. If you want to follow me on my other social media pages, please and thank you. That's at MattyRants on both Instagram and Facebook, and on the Twitter, it's at the MattyRants. And again, if you want to donate to the channel, please and thank you. That would be paypal.me/MattyRants. That's the main source. Then Cash App $MattyRants. That's the second. And Venmo Matty-Rants. That's the third. This conversation can honestly go on forever. I said earlier, today's topics are on Karen. In particular, I really wanted to get to this subject because it's come to a point to where I turn my phone on in the morning and there's a video of said Karen being a Karen. It's getting now to where I even turn on the news and there's a video footage of said situation happening. We've even gotten to a level where people are starting to give excuses for this bad behavior, which is really entitlement and racism. So let's dive into what the hell a Karen is, why it doesn't actually affect people named Karen unless they act like Karen. Let me take you down to Savannah, Georgia. No, we don't even need to go there. Karens are all over the world. I'll just be real with you. And they come in different sizes, shapes, and fashions. And Karen doesn't have to be white. No, she doesn't. She can be POC or black, but what we have on file and is documented more so is of a different, well, of an alabaster persuasion, okay? The new way to document things or to protect yourself is to pull out your phone and film the incident. That way someone cannot lie on you in court. And, I mean, do I need to bring up the court case with Mr. Emmett Till? Actually, back in the day, they wouldn't have cared for that anyways. They would have used that as a snuff film. But when it comes to the Karen of sorts, the Karen Bagats, Karen is entitled. She believes that anything and everything is owed to her and that she is the superior being of all beings. And a lot of these Karens who are white are racist in a certain sense, bigots, prejudice, it all follows through. These things come out in confrontations, conversations, confrontations, arguments of them needing to get their way or to impose themselves into other people's business, okay? A lot of these videos we've been seeing has had said Karens actually walking up to the people to harass them. And my favorite thing in the comment section is, well, we didn't see the whole video. I don't need to see the whole thing to know how this all started. Before I continue on with the dragging of Karen, I'm going to give a couple of things some light and some air because we have to be real in certain situations and occasions. There are moments where our people are acting up. There are moments like that where we have literally lost all kinds of common sense and we're not depositing anything in the bank. There are those moments, okay? So this isn't all about it's them, but it is about them. It is. This is what we're seeing every single day now. And the term being used to scare POCs or black people is I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. Because of what's going on with police brutality, this is now being used against people of color and black people to scare them and make them say, go, you have to leave now because the people who you're scared of the most are coming to get you. Doesn't this sound very familiar? This was a couple of years ago, a couple of decades ago, actually. We shall continue. So lately, these Karens have been showing up in the most random of places. It's like Pokemon Go, Miss Thing. Is there a spawn rate happening here? Showing up at public parks, telling people that they can't barbecue because they're not using the right kind of equipment. That is your argument for you harassing these people. Upset at parking spaces. Parking spaces. This is a reality, though, because who hasn't argued over a parking space before? If you haven't, God bless you, because I have been that one. I have gotten out the car to almost wreck somebody over a parking space. And now looking back at it without having a car for the past 2 years, that was silly. Just to go in somewhere for 30, 45 minutes to come right back out to get in the same said vehicle to then go home. That is already on a plot. But okay, choose your battles. Choose them. My favorite thing now with Karen is the fact that we're in a pandemic right now. Pandemic, not just a, well, girl, it's a cold that's going to last about 48 hours. You're going to be okay. As a matter of fact, put the babies together so they can get the chicken pox together. No, sister, this ain't what it is. They're asking everybody to wear a mask because they want to prevent the spread of said disease in this pandemic, okay? By me wearing a mask and you wearing a mask, it eliminates the majority of the percentage of that virus, if not all of it, from you and me either getting infected from each other. We could both be healthy, but it's to keep each other safe, because I don't know about this one and this one over here. I know you and me is fine, but what about these babies over here? I would think that for the same people who want a particular person to be in office again because they don't want their rights or their privilege to be taken away from them, that they would want the privilege of still being alive and not being sick by then wearing said mask when they go into certain locations and places. Okay? I would just assume that would be the thing that would make the most sense for those who went to school and believe that they had the best education because of the color of their skin. But, you know, that's the argument. We then have the same Karens walking into the store and arguing that they have a medical condition and that I don't have to give you my medical condition because that's my private information. You are right. You are right. But guess what? If you can't wear a mask because of a medical condition, why would you then go out into the open air to a store that's now another enclosed building with even more bacteria that you're not familiar with, that's not in your home, that you've been in, and expose yourself to that with your medical condition? Why do I have to sit in the house? For your own safety and for the safety of others, stupid. And there are medical conditions that would definitely cause people not to wear masks. I had someone yesterday, shout out to Liam here, who was in my chat, for my live chat, and said he has autism. And so for him, he can't wear a mask. However, guess what Liam does? Sits at home. Sits at home. And takes care of business where he needs to take care of it. If he needs to go outside, he can go outside. He can go outside. But if you're going to go into these places and stores and you're going to put me and others at risk of being sick because of your own stupidity, you are saying to every person around you, including your own family and loved ones, that you don't give one fuck. It's true. And if you can't see that, we got some bigger problems to get over. My other favorite thing with the grocery store Karens is this. You're going to go shop for me. You're going to shop for me. Because that's what they already have with Instacart and every other service right now that they were making up prior to the pandemic before that even happened. They already were doing curbside pickup. Do y'all not remember this? They've been already starting this before even this thing happened. They were already trying to make easier ways for people to get their stuff, to not even go in the store to get in and out. They were already doing stuff like that. But now you have a pressing issue with someone shopping for you. I have to get personal things right now. You might as well, baby. That's what Amazon Prime is for. Listen, if you came there to get your good old Monistat, if you came there to get a nasty douche bottle with that extra lubrication on top, if you went there, girl, to get you some pads, if you went there, sir, to find those extra tiny condoms, because Karen, again, is not just a woman. It is anybody and everybody who is trying to make everyone's life a living hell by asserting their privilege and applying racism in the same breath or in separate doses. That is a Karen. I like to call them Susan sometimes. Not racist, I have black friends. That does not make you not racist. You do know that, right? Just because you have a black friend doesn't make you not racist. I stress this point. I stress it. I have so many friends from Latin America. That does not make you not a racist. Stop it. If you need to shop in private, turn your computer on and type www.amazon.com Or any other site for that matter. Like, for real though. If it's that deep. Like, literally. But Karen is more than just where they're going and where they're shopping at. They also own the block. Don't forget that if you park on one side of the street, knowing it's the street, it doesn't belong to anybody. It's the street. It's owned by the city, the state, or whoever the fuck owns it. It's not owned by you. You own that house. Or the bank. You know what's really funny? A lot of these people I know are probably reading and talking about, you need to get away from my house, you need to get away from me, and all this type of Karen stuff. But they probably don't even own their house, child. It's probably owned by the bank. I will continue. But don't park on the wrong side of the street, because Karen's going to run up to you, baby. Karen's not only going to run up to you and cough in your face to let you know she doesn't believe in diseases, but Karen is going to put her hands on you and then call the police and say that you put your hands on her. There are so many videos now that prove this point to the next infinite level. There's no way to deny it and no way to argue it. The Karen defense, and I'm using this lightly because I can use this for a lot of different people and put this in a much bigger bowl, but I'm trying to be nice here. A lot of people do this thing where they cry wolf. And they try to get people to feel sorry for them, so they exaggerate the story a bit in order to make sure that everyone who's listening to the story, it hits an emotional block for them, so they have to now believe said individual. There have been instances and situations where a black man is being assaulted by a white woman, and the white people in the store will assist the white woman in protecting her from the black man hitting her because she's a white woman. You have to understand how ass backwards that is. As an individual who is growing up in a society where everyone's asking for equality and equal rights for everybody. But then we do this whole, well, he's a man and he's a woman. Well, he's black and he's white, and this is this and 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 this. You don't own the street, Karen. It's not your street. I'm gonna park my car right there. I'm gonna move my shit. Now, if my stuff gets towed, I'm not only going to get my car out this tow yard, but I'm going to sue your ass, and you're gonna pay for my towing bills, and then you're gonna pay for the mileage that my car accumulated while it was being dragged by the tow truck, just because I feel that it's gonna do that. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna add miles. I don't get it. I don't understand how somebody could have that much hate in their soul and their being and their body, and to want to express it just so seamlessly, as if there's nothing wrong with even thinking of hate like that, not even recognizing where that's coming from. There are people out there of all colors who are on some just on some bull. Just bull, girl. But that's everybody. It's not just a set of folks. It's not just one sort of people. It's everybody. Everybody has some dumb stuff going on with them. Okay? No one's perfect. No one is this, that, and the other. Y'all, there's been moments where these people have been so drunk or so crazy that someone would look at them and they would lose their shit. And again, that's when they start to spew the lies or get really aggressive and angry, and they start to say racial slurs to get you to hit them so they could tell the police that you started it. They're trying to gaslight so many fights because that's what they see from us, and that's what they want to come out, so that way they can be like, we told you. Be careful of these people. These people are very dangerous. They're not good people. They are the worst of the worst. They're the ones disguising themselves as great citizens. They care about their countries and their community, and they pay their taxes. Just because you pay your taxes, just because you are part of your homeowners association, just because you go have a PTA fund, just because you do any of all those things does not make you a good person, and that is not the only thing. I don't know when this is going to stop, if it ever is going to stop. I just am glad that we as people have now come to a point where we are holding these kids, these grown babies responsible, and now we getting girls fired. We're getting girls called out. Now we're putting it on their company. You have hired an individual who is expressing hate and is using the money that you've given them to live the life that they have to impede on other people. Think about that. These people are living and working individuals. Well, most of them are working. And these same people get to come home after they just did what they did and continue on with their lives after disrupting so many other people's. No, thank you. That's not rolling here today, boo. You want to disrupt some lives? We'll disrupt yours. Let me go ahead and wrap this up. Karen, you ain't shit. You ain't never been shit. You're never gonna be shit. Okay? You're a racist piece of All right? Have nothing going on for you. Most of y'all look like the cell phone that fell out of a 5-story window and hit the ground. Why are you trying to read somebody and go in? So you saying the N-word to someone is the ultimate insult. Did you look in the mirror today? Give me the aliens from the Arrival. And if you know that movie, you're welcome. Backwards knees looking ass. What the fuck is this? Listen. Then there was that one guy that was in Walmart, child, who sat there and was like, I feel threatened. He was just screaming, I feel threatened, rawr, all that type of stuff. Let me tell you something. That man wanted to hit him so bad. He wanted to fight him so bad. And his only defense in order for him to express his privilege and know that he, as a white man, could continue on without any kind of issue is saying, I feel threatened. Let me tell you something, sir. I felt threatened when you yelled. I would feel very threatened in a store if someone who looked like they needed assistance, okay? Like real assistance, acted like that in the store. There are mental issues that are happening here, but there are not excuses for people's behavior in a lot of these situations for what is happening here, okay? It's taught, babies. It's taught. It is not something that you're born with. It is taught. So if you're a facilitator of that junk, gross. But other than that, I have nothing for you. So y'all just remind yourselves, don't be a Karen. Be a great, decent human being. Mind your business. Mind your business. Worry about yourself. Now, if somebody's coming for your family, your kids, or something, getting in your kind of space, actually getting in there, defend yourself. But you never need to respond to somebody with some hateful ass, racist type of stuff. That's never the way to go. Just because you're angry, when I'm angry, things come out. A lot of things come out of me when I'm angry too. Sometimes I sit on the commode and I let it out. I let it out of me. I removed the entities in my body that wanted me to feel some kind of way. Because them cramps was killer. And I wasn't trying to sit there and have the BGs on that tautoi. And I was like not feeling all of that. But that's what that's what it is. They need more fiber. As a matter of fact, y'all, we just need to find every Karen and get them some Activia. Get them on that Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah. No more pushing for you, mama. That must be what this is. It must be constipation. I can't think of any other reason for someone to give that much of a damn about something they shouldn't give a damn about in the first place. Period. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's your boy, Matty Rants. This has been another She Ain't. I'm still going to get Nikocado Avocado and his nasty self with his toxic behavior on YouTube, but there are going to be a couple other moments and instances where we go in, and I may jump back into the Karen field again. This is more of a general Karen call. I may specifically get on a Karen who may have gotten away from too much, because, there's a couple people who deserve a good 10, 15 minutes of my time. Bop. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. It's your boy, Matty Rants. I hope everyone has a great day. Love yourself. Wash your hands. Stay 6 feet apart. One more hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. It's your boy, Matty Rants. I will see y'all later on this week. Talk to y'all later. Karen.